Hey guys, it's Trish from Trisha's Card Club, live from Chattanooga, Tennessee. Happy Monday night, everybody. Hey, Miss Pat, good to see you. Thanks for joining. Let me see if I can get this to come in a little bit clearer. Woo. If you're watching for the first time and getting seasick, I apologize. It can happen. Just trying to get it to be a little bit clearer. Hey, Charlene. Hopefully you being here means you're doing well. Indiana, thanks. Good to see you. Let me go through my fact sheet. I am an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. I have been for 24 years and have loved every minute of my journey. I have a YouTube channel and a Facebook page called Trisha's Card Club, and you can shop with me online 24/7 at trishan.stampinup.net. So those are the basics that I like to share every Monday night. Sometimes I might have a new person and they don't know who I am, so I like to give that little intro. And then for the rest of you that have heard it 1,000 times, I thank you. Let's see. Some people are commenting, but I don't see the comments until after. So, hey, Sharon. Hey, Angela, Myra, and Mary. Thanks, you guys. Oh, it's a great night, Marcia. Good to see you. It's a great night when all my friends are here. I'm always excited, especially because tonight, Monday night, we have 2 football games. One's already started, and then there's one that starts at, I think, at 8:20. So we'll have plenty of football to watch tonight. I won't last very long. I was up really early working out this morning. So I have so much to show you and so much to talk about tonight. So I want to get started. Let me start first with just a review and then a little additional announcement. This is my Crafts Chicks and Chocolate Gathering that Karen Code and I do in Orlando, Florida. We're having it oh my gosh, girls. February 14th, 2026. It's from 9:30 to 4. 9:30 to 10 is the shopping half hour, and then you can shop again at lunch. And for shopping, we're going to have retired stamps, design a series paper, and lots of craft sales, craft supplies. I hope it's not going to be one of those nights, you guys. It's $100. It's all inclusive, day of crafting, bingo, and lunch. So it's a really great day. And then I added here a brand new all attendees surprise. So you might not know what that is, but we like to bring back the things that we know work and love. And then we like to bring something new. And this year we're bringing something new. So that's one of the new things that we're bringing. Hey, Judy, I just saw you. Miss Judy is recuperating from knee surgery and she's toughing it out. It has not been an easy road, but it's really good to see you, girl. You just made my whole night. That's great. Now, Karen is not available for me to consult with tonight to ask her how much I can tell you about the brand new all attendee surprise. So I just put it out there and figured, I'll ask for forgiveness if I shouldn't have shared that. So we have been working so hard at getting things ready. Yes, and stay on those pain pills, Judy. You just keep on those pain pills, girl. You just keep doing that. We have put in already literally over 100 hours prepping for this event between our planning, budgeting, designing, cutting, scoring, gluing, you name it. We've been doing it. And we're not nearly done because a lot of our products that we're going to be using for the actual day of Crafts, Chicks, and Chocolate won't be available until, for us, December, for you guys, January, because we'll have a new mini January 4th or 3rd or something like that. So a lot of stuff we do have to do in crunch time at the end. So we're trying to get as much done as we can in advance. But it's been really fun planning. It's been a lot of fun planning. So that's Crafts, Chicks, and Chocolate. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the card tonight. And then for those of you that can stay around, I have a ton of show and tell stuff, a ton that I want to show you. And I'm going to do that after I make the card. So tonight we're going to be using for colors Crushed Curry and Cajun Craze. So let me start off by showing you this little doohickey here. This little piece of paper is made using a retired bundle die called the Scallop Contour Dies. I don't know if you guys recognize this or remember this, but it's this die right here. And that's where you get this edge. And I saw a card made with it and I loved it. And I was like, but our dies are retired and I want people to be able to replicate what I'm making or be able to use the supplies they have at home if they don't have this die set. So I put my little thinking cap on and I looked through all my dies and realized that I have this die set, which is Spotlight on Nature. These are still available. They're current. It's an amazing die set because look how many you get. You get all of these and all of these. So you get a lot of dies and they're beautiful. The patterns are very, very, very pretty and they repeat. So that's really nice. So I took this little die right here, the center one, and I am going to replicate that card design in my own version using the circles. So here we have the 4 circles, and these are in crushed curry, 4 circles. A little bit of glue on that already, and I haven't even started. And then I took a 1-inch piece of paper by 4 inches, and I am going to put my glue down on the edge of this side. And then I'm going to put these together like this. Now I dreamed this up, this idea, and then it came to fruition. I was like, oh my gosh, it actually works. And then I'm going to do this. So I'll do that, and then I'm going to trim the edges. And my point of this, you guys, is you don't always have to have, when you see a card that you like and you don't have the supplies, you don't always have to have those supplies. You can improvise. You can make do with what you have by being creative. Now, this one is a little bit further over. I should have centered it a little more, but I'm not going to sweat the small stuff. Look at the design. Can you see how close it is to that? So I thought that was really cool. The other thing that I'm using tonight is the Gather Together Design Series paper. This was probably one of my favorite fall papers that we've ever had. I have very little left. This is literally all that I have left from a 12 by 12 pack. I've used every scrap that I could. And tonight we're going to do one more card with this. So basically what I did is I cut 4 1-inch by, I think, 4 inches strips. Might be 3 inches. I can't remember what I cut. And then I did this, and then I don't know what that is. Okay. Then I took, so I cut those up, and you can do them any way you want because it's literally just 2 strips that I fold over. So you know what I mean? Like you don't need to have all the extra pieces of paper if you don't have it. Then I just took this. This is just an inside layer that's 4 inches because I needed something to glue these two so I could know that they would be straight. So let me start with this one. I'm going to put that here. And then I did this again so that I could make them even and straight, and then I can always trim them. So that's one. Then this one is 2. We'll do this one. It's 3. And we'll do this one as 4. So they're pretty close, and it looks like they're not going to have to be trimmed too much. So that's good. So that was like the base I needed to have to be able to, because of what I was concerned about was if this wasn't even down here, it really shows on a crushed curry card base. That's going to be the card base. This is just a standard piece of 8.5 by 11 paper cut and scored in half. So let me just trim the top off. That's going to trim the top off. And then there's a smidgen on the bottom. I'm going to try to trim. I don't know if I'm going to be able to, but I'm going to try to trim it off. No, let me do a little bit more. I think I've made a mess. I think, people, I have made a mess. Let's see. I might have to get my other trimmer. Yeah, because it's just a lot for that trimmer to cut through. No, it worked. It worked. Okay. So let me get this out of the way. And I'm sorry for the glare of that. Then I took this and I glued this on top of it like that. So I'm going to glue that on top, and I'm going to glue it by putting the glue on here. And let me see how, I need to know how far down to go. It's just, okay. So I'm just going to, I'm literally going to glue it like right on top of it. And I'll turn it over so you can see how much I glued. So see, there's just a teeny bit on the top. So I glued that. Then I took some of our twine, and I'm going to try to do a bow on camera live. That's always tricky, people. Always tricky. So let's do this, and let's wrap it around a couple times. So it has, no, I didn't do enough for 3 times. 2 will have to work. And I'm doing 2 because this is so thin that I want it to be a little bit more substantial. So I'm going to make a knot. Okay, that's good and tight. Let me make it even now across, and then I'll do my bow. Maybe I'll do my bow. So how was your weekend, you guys? I'll distract you from my bow making. There we go. Okay. And then I'm going to pull it a little tighter. Now, I have a tendency to make my ribbon longer than I need because I hate fussing with it if it's not long enough. It like just, it's so aggravating. This was a little bit exaggerated, but I don't need it to be that much, but I'm just going to trim it like that. Okay. Then I'm taking this and I'm going to glue this onto my card base like that. I messed up the edge of it a little bit when I trimmed it. Let's see if I can fix that. Oh, here we go. Did I do it the right way? Yes, but I have it on very crooked. Let me see if I can get that a little straighter. I was talking to my sister-in-law yesterday, you guys, because they're coming to visit. I'm so excited. And we were talking about pumpkins, and she was talking about getting the pumpkin and, leaving it, putting it in the house a couple days for it to get to room temperature so she can carve it. And I just chuckled and I said, Tracy, it's 80 degrees still here. Now in Maine, it's not 80. What is the temperature, Anne Marie, up there? I don't know. I know it's cold. Did you guys have snow? Did I hear that or did I read that? Yes, Pat, I heard Florida was getting a little bit better. I know Kansas City did win. That was a great game, Shannon. That was a great game. Okay, I have to just reach over here and get my stamp set. Artistic Leaves is the fall stamp set that I have. Again, this is an available set, and I am going to use the word celebrate today. Actually, I think I'm going to do Hello Sweet Friend because I have all the celebrate today stamps that I need. I'm going to put that right there. Let me get a block. I have all the birthday cards and stuff I need for the fall. And I'm going to use Cajun Craze as my ink color. So you can do this card in any DSP. It's a great way to use up your DSP scraps. It's a really good way to use up your scraps. So hello, sweet friend. That's my word. And I will come in a little closer. Get it to be a little less fuzzy. There we go. And then I have these dots, but I don't know the name of them because look, I just have half the thing. I didn't look up the other half to see what the name of them was. So I apologize for that, but these are current too. These are online. These are available online. And then I'm just going to put one here. Remember when you're doing 3, always start with the center. And then do one to the left and one to the right. And that way you'll always have them evenly spaced. That's just a little life lesson for anything when you're doing something in 3s. That's an easy way to get it to be spaced correctly. And that, you guys, is my card. So just a technique to show you how you can use something you see and get inspired by online, but you may not have the product. So look and see what you do have for product and then improvise. Because I think that this looks just as good as, I can't find the piece that I made. Where is it? There it is. I think that looks just as good as if I had put this on there. So I just think they came out really cool. So that's the card. I'll bring that card back in. Like I said, I have a lot of show and tell stuff tonight. So I'm going to do that next. So if you are leaving me because you've seen the card, thank you. If it's your first time watching me, I appreciate it. I'm always grateful. If you have time and you want to subscribe, that would really help me. I'm trying to get to 1,000 subscribers so that I can do a little bit of editing, not a lot of editing because I'll always be live and you'll get me with and without my mistakes. You get them all. So I wanted to share a couple of cards that I've received over the last little bit of time. I'll come back to this one. I got this really beautiful card from my friend Carol. Learn to love without condition, talk without bad intentions, give without reason, and most of all, care for people without any expectations. I thought that was a really beautiful card. And then she wrote something really beautiful in there, which she always does. But I don't know who that stamp belongs to, but I thought that was just really, really pretty. And it was a good reminder how careful we need to be with our tongues. So it was a really good reminder. So thank you, Carol, for that. Then I got this card, which I love. This I feel like is me. Like if I could build a dream home and had no limits with money, this would be my window facing the south side. So I got a lot of sun, and my floor would be brick, and I would have all those beautiful flowers. So I got this from my friend Kristen, who had a little girl. I think like 6 or 7 months ago. I think that's how old she is. I don't really remember, but she's the most adorable little thing you've ever seen. Kristen posts on her on Facebook. So that I got a card from her. And then I got this card that I got from a girlfriend who had a 75th birthday party. And the reason I wanted to share this card was because, number one, above and beyond everything, it's a blessing to receive a card, whether they're handmade or store-bought. It's saying that someone took the time to think about you. So that's why I'm so passionate about sending out cards. I'm not going to read what my friend wrote me in this card, but she wrote a beautiful, beautiful thank you note that was so heartfelt and such a blessing to me. And I just wanted to say publicly thank you to my friend that did this, and that she had a wonderful 75th birthday party. She was completely surprised. And it was so fun to see that in person and then on video, because she went in front of me, so I couldn't see her face. So it was fun to see it on video. But this card really meant a lot to me, because what she wrote in it was really, really beautiful about the memories that we helped her create to celebrate her 75th birthday. And again, I can't emphasize enough how important it is to send out a card and let people know that you're thinking about them. It doesn't have to be a long written letter. It can be just a simple, hey, I thought about you today, and I just wanted to let you know that. So that's why I really was so determined to show these handmade cards, these cards that I received today. Okay, let me put that back in there just in case it captures that. And then I'm going to go over here and show you a few things that I've made. Some of them I can't show you because I'm giving them as gifts, and the people that are watching my video will see them. But so you guys know that I do some video. I do some online bingo. I do it with Carrie Todd at CT Stamp with Stamping with CT. Carrie and her husband Dale do a wonderful job putting on bingo, which you're all invited to play. You just have to let me know. You're all invited to play. We play once a month. It's usually the last Saturday of the month. It's $30. We make 3 cards. We play 6 games of bingo, and the prizes are incredible. They're so generous with their prizes, and it's just so much fun. So if you're ever interested, just let me know and I can hook you up, because it's just, and you don't have to be a demonstrator. Speaking of not having to be a demonstrator, all of you should become demonstrators this month, because Stampin' Up! Is doing this incredible, insane promotion. If you spend $35, you get $99 worth of product. That is incredible. $35. But let's say you have a big wish list. You spend $99 and you get $189 worth of product. It just does not get any better than that. And there's no pressure. You can be your own best customer and get a 20% discount. Maybe get a few friends together and they'll help you meet your quarterly minimums, but you can stay in it and get that 20% discount from now until March 1st of 2026. So it's such a great deal. So I'm just putting that out there. I also, so let me backtrack. So I can only show you one thing that I made with Carrie, because like I said, I'm giving 2 of them away, so I can't show you, but this is one of the cards that we made. Now, Carrie supplies everything. Usually we have to have our own word stamps, but she supplies everything. But check this fun card out. First, it opens like this, but look at this. This is a bookmark. Is that not the cutest thing? So you never know what we're going to make with Carrie. It could be a 3D like this, could be a card, but she did another 3D, which again, I can't show you till after Halloween, but I will show you too. It's really, really cute. So this is from Carrie. Then I also do a video, an online bingo with another group of ladies that actually are spread out all over the country, Maryland, in the Midwest. They're kind of all over the place. And their projects are really intense. So let me show you some of the things that we made with their video. Now this tractor, this is a current online exclusive. It is adorable. And it's really, really cute. And I'm going to show you how we decorated it 2 different ways. So this is our fall. This is a little 6x6 that I could frame, a little collage. And then here's another way that the tractor could be used as a Christmas, in the Christmas theme. And then look at this, you guys. Look at how this is. You can write your words up here, and you can put a gift card in here. Yeah. And this is all part of the supplies. And this bingo is $40. And again, we make 3 projects and we play 6 games of bingo. So it's pretty amazing, pretty amazing. And then this is our final one. We made a little box, which I thought was so cute. And then it just opens up at the top. And you can put anything in here. This is a great little box, by the way, because look how big it is. And this is just with the sheet of designer series, excuse me, a sheet of cardstock. So I just love that little tractor. I think it is so cute. And all these little parts and pieces come with it. See how I, I put the tractor wheels on the outside of this one? I couldn't decide how I liked it. I put the tractor wheels on the inside of this one. I couldn't decide how I liked it. What do you guys think? I couldn't decide. I know they're really cute, aren't they, Myra? So this is really adorable. Really, really good stuff. So those are my shows and tells. And like I said, I have more, but I can't show them because they're being gifted by people that watch this video, so they can't see it. So, okay, this was a long one tonight. So if you stuck with me through the end, thank you so much. Thank you for all your kind words. I'll let the girls know. I know I love them. They're really good. As a matter of fact, if you guys like to do really fun 3D things, I'll put in a plug for Karen. She does what she calls her, I think she calls it a creative challenge. I think she does it once a quarter, and they're always 3Ds, and they're amazing. And so if you're ever looking for a class locally in Florida, Karen is the person to go to for that, because she does some amazing 3D stuff. That was never my strength. I'm more of a card girl. But Karen does a really good job with 3D stuff. So hopefully I've convinced you by showing you my cards that have blessed me, and by making a card with you, that you will take time to stamp this week, or Judy, when you get home, and send a card and bless someone. That would be a really good thing to do. I can't think of anything else to share. I think I've did all my stuff, and I hope you guys have a really good week. I hope that you get in some stamping, and around here that we make it and we mail it. So I hope you get some things in the mail. If anyone is looking to put in an order, I'm looking to sell about $200 worth of product over the next couple of weeks to meet a sales goal that I've set for myself. I generally don't talk so much about buying, but I have this little sales goal that I have out there. So if you have anything that you need, if you don't want to sign up to be a demonstrator, and you are interested in getting some of the new products that we have out from the catalog, or the new online products, they're amazing. So don't be shy. Go to trishan.stampinup.net and go to shop, and then look at the online exclusives, because we have so many good things there to look at. All right, you guys, I love you. I appreciate you so much giving me your time. You have a great week. Thanks, Charlene. I'm glad you enjoyed the cards. I really appreciate you guys sharing your Monday nights with me. And Anne-Marie said, no snow, maybe in northern Maine. The temps are going into the 50s during the 50s and 60s this week. All right, well, stay warm, Anne-Marie. We're still in the 80s. We'll be in the 80s for another couple of weeks, and then we'll get our cold spell, and then that terrible thing called winter will start. So I love you guys. We'll talk to you soon. Bye, everybody.